Let's have this quick activity. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself, your name, and the city where you are located. Whilst we wait for the rest to join. In no particular order, anybody at all can unmute himself and then introduce himself and then the city is coming from. Let's go.
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Rafa Kumsen from Accra, Medina area.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Yeah.
Hello, who is next? Introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, hello, I'm Rich Monopong from Amasaman.
Oh,
Calling from Amasaman.
who else?
Etia from Accra.
Okay.
Emily from Bawi.
Okay.
Welcome, Emily.
Hi, Emilia from Ashoman Estate, Accra.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi.
this is Isaac from Nalerugu.
Okay.
Wow. Now let's welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Emmanuel from DC.
Okay.
Emmanuel from where?
Nansuman.
Oh, Emmanuel, welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. We can hear you.
Yeah, this is Philip from Nalerugu. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening to you too.
There's in the chat Bernard from Zimbabwe, South Africa, Johannesburg. Bernard, you are really welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining. So let's all mute ourselves. So we start. My name is Daniel, and I'm your community manager and your moderator for today's Catalyst School. Let me give you a little bit information about the Catalyst School and then what Project Catalyst is all about before I hand over to our presenter. Project Catalyst is a big community where everybody's idea is welcome. What we want to do is to impact our society. We believe that everybody have ideas. Everybody wants to solve issues in their community. Now, you have to bring these ideas into reality. You have to bring it to Project Catalyst, ideascale, bring your idea over there, then you'll be funded to implement your project to impact your community. And then we are promoting Cardano blockchain technology. So you'll be hearing much of this today. You'll be hearing what Project Catalyst is about, how you can get involved. And then you'll be hearing of how you can be community assessor. Now it is proposal assessor, how you can become a proposal assessor. We're also going to teach you how you can open a wallet so that your rewards will be going there. So these are the things that we'll be doing today. Please stay with us till the end if you want to get your reward. Without wasting much time, let me invite Madam Ifia to take us through the Project Catalyst. Over to you, Madam Ifia. If you are talking, you are muted. We can't hear you. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Again, thank you for coming on board today. We really appreciate you, and we all want to learn. We are all learning because the platform that we are on is a series of experiments. So we are all learning. And as you said, we've done the first 2 weeks lectures. We took you through Project Catalyst. But we are getting a lot more questions about what is this? Can you take me through this individual questions? And it looks like most people didn't get it. So please pay attention, put your questions down. All those who are asking me private questions, if your questions are still not answered, at the end of the presentation, you can go through it again. So what is Project Catalyst? As my colleague said, Project Catalyst is a series of experiments under the Cardano platform or organized by the Cardano community. And this seeks to generate a highest level of community innovation. You know, everybody has a bit of something out of things. And the whole idea is for Project Catalyst wants to bring this thing out. It seeks to generate, if you have something in you, Project Catalyst seeks to bring that thing out. And how do Project Catalyst bring those things out? Project Catalyst has put together a funding round every 6 months. It brings a budget out and says that people should put in proposals, your ideas. This is a budget I have to fund ideas. It's not a loan, it's a fund, it's a grant. So if you have an idea and you're looking for money to do it and you can't, you come onto Project Catalyst, you discuss your idea there, you put it there, and if it's a reasonable idea, you go through a series of pages we are going to discuss now, and then you'll be funded if it's really good in the Cardano ecosystem. So somebody can ask, how can I participate? Anyone, everyone, anywhere can participate in the Project Catalyst platform. The only thing that you have to do is you have to be an ADA holder, and as my colleague said, that's the platform. ADA is the currency that the Cardano use. So you have to be an ADA holder, and then you have to also learn within the ecosystem for a while. But coming on board, you just have to be an ADA holder, and you can come on board Project Catalyst. Next slide. So it's a fun. It's a very fun. When it comes to Project Catalyst, you create, you are funded, then you deliver. And that's all what Cardano is about. Maybe you are not aware, Cardano is also on the blockchain platform. There are a number of different blockchains. After this series on Cardano, we are going to go, the next series, we are going to drill into blockchain, and we'll let you understand what all blockchain entails. So Cardano is a blockchain, is a platform of blockchain, and they have more fun. They have made a blockchain so interesting. So everybody is invited to be part of Cardano Project Catalyst. As I said, you create, you are funded, and you deliver. And that's all that we do at Cardano. Next slide, please. So the Project Catalyst interface, where you'll be able to put in all your ideas, is called ideascale. That is where everybody submits his all ideas. And that is the website there. You have to log on. Today, we are going to do a hands-on thing to introduce people to really go into it so that they will understand what they are doing. So you go into ideascale, and then that place that your proposals, when time for proposals aligns, you put your proposals, and you go to a series, and you are funded to go ahead and then work on your project. There are a lot of information. The people who manage this place is the IOG, and they are the people who manage the platform. Next slide, please. So, David, I think there's a next slide. You have to go through. No, okay, there's a slide missing. You have to go through the process of proposing how catalyst is. Okay, you go back, please. So when you come to no, back. Okay, it's okay. So when you come to the Cardano platform, how do you propose, or how do the circle work? It's proposing, then assessing, then after assessing, there is voting before funding is given out. So when all this is done, then at the end of the day, you are giving your fund. So who is a proposer? A proposer is somebody who puts funding, who puts projects into the ideascale platform. After your project has been put into the platform, it will be assessed by we, the community members. But let me caution people here. We are in the process of assessment now, and a lot of you guys have put in proposals. The proposals are not worth it. So the advice I'll give to you is you attend all the schools we are doing, sign on to Project Catalyst. The first thing that we will advise is to be a proposal assessor. Then when you are a proposal assessor, you are given the opportunity to read through a lot of proposals. And at this point, reading through the proposal, you can then come up with your ideas and how to construct your project. Because there are a lot of projects on the platform right now that does not, what should I say? The levels are not that of Project Catalyst proposal. So maybe a lot of you will be disappointed because your proposals will not be voted for. But don't give up. It's just the first attempt. Your next attempt, I assure you, you'll get positive marks. So then we come to who is a proposer assessor. As I said, when you come to your catalyst, there are a whole lot of things. You can be a proposer. After proposer, then comes to proposer assessor. So a proposer assessor is any person that has signed on onto the catalyst community. And what is the person expected to do? The person is expected to assess proposals. What is that? To give feedback to those who have proposed, or to grade the proposal. There are a number of proposals, and all those proposals cannot be funded. So you as an assessor, you are supposed to go through the proposal. Then you find out whether, well, really this proposal demands to be funded. So that is it. That is your duty. And any of us here, if you've already signed on to ideascale, can become a proposer. The window for proposal assessment is open from now to 14th July. So any one of us here can log on to ideascale, say, yes, I want to propose for Fund 9, and you will be given the chance to do that. Okay, next slide. How do the proposal work? You are supposed to assess the project along these 3 key points: impact, feasibility, and auditability. And you are going to score all those proposals along this line. There is a proposal guide, assessor's guide. And you are supposed to look at the guide. Can you give me the next slide, please? You are supposed to read through the guide and understand that if I'm scoring a proposal on impact, what should I do? You have to look at what value the proposal is going to give to the ecosystem, whether it's in the right challenge. What value is it going to have locally and impact? What impact is it going to have locally and globally? And then whether the proposal will be able to scale up. That is one. That's how you're going to assess the proposal on impact. Then the next stage is feasibility. How is success like in that proposal? Is the team that they are suggesting to do the work, is it a correct team? When you look at their experience, when you look at the proposer and the team, maybe it's only one person and he has learned so many things that he's going to do. Is it feasible? Look at his time. The proposal, you can write a proposal for just 1 month, fine, but what is written, can you do it within 1 month? Your timeline, can it be done within 1 month or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year? So you have to look at all those things. And then you look at the budget, the time, and the experience of these people. Then you also score that proposal on its feasibility. Then you come to auditability. Here, you look at what the guy says I'm coming to do, and this is what I'm going to get at the end of the day. That is the KPI. You look at the KPI and the roadmap, the date he has said that, oh, at the end of this period, I'm going to get this. At the end of this period, I'm going to get this. And then his delivery date, and then the budget as well. This place, you have to compare the budget. Whether at the end of the day, he's really going to be able to audit what he said he's going to do. Next slide, please. So at this stage, I'm going to hand over to one of my colleagues, Jeremiah, and he's going to take you hands-on. He's going to show you how to sign on to the ideascale, because as I said, we are getting a whole lot of questions. I wasn't able to do this. I wasn't able to do this. So Jeremiah is going to take you through hands-on. How do you sign on to the ideascale? How do you decide? How do you become a community member? How do you decide to become a proposal assessor? So that at the end of the day, all those questions are answered, and then you would eventually be comfortable within the ecosystem. I'm not saying that after this presentation, nobody can ask us questions. You can ask us questions, and I'll love it if people ask us questions within the group. As early as 3:30 this morning, somebody was using my personal, he was sending me a personal message. So please, as much as we love all of you to be on board, let's stick to the group and ask our questions in the group. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ifya, for that presentation. I hope I can share my screen.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you're a co-host. You can do that, please. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So we are quickly going to get started on how to sign up on ideascale and also register as a proposal assessor, formerly called a community advisor. All right, so to those of us who have not been able to create the account here, let's just type this URL in our address bar, cardano.ideascale.com. So once you enter the URL successfully, it takes you to Cardano ideascale website or platform. So what we do next is to register. So we click on the register button, and when you are clicking on the register button, it means you are accessing this site for the first time. Like, it means you don't have credentials to log in. So you are now signing up to get these credentials to be able to log in and to participate as a proposal assessor, or in the long run, participate as a proposer. All right, so the first steps are you enter your email address if you want to create the account. So I'm going to enter my email address. So the next is to create a password for the account you are going to create on ideascale. So I'm going to create. So your password should be known to you and you alone. Even as you create it, you can write it down, maybe in your jotter or in your diary. So you can always make reference to, in case you forget. All right, so.
Yeah, Govin.
All right, so once you are done with this, yes, every information from Catalyst is very important. So I will entry that after you enter your credentials, that is your email address and your password, and also confirming your password. The next thing, the language by default is English. So if you understand English and you'll be accessing the platform in English, then you just leave it as such, the English we have here. If not, if you speak any other language as your first language, maybe French, among others, you can also select that as well. Then you can also enable send me news updates about ideascale. So you can select it so that whatever news or information that announcement that is being passed, you receive it in your inbox. So I'm going to select it for the purpose of this registration. So once I am done, then what I do is let me confirm this my password before. All right, so I click on register. So once this is done, they will notify me that Dan, I think some people are in the waiting room, so you can admit them. All right, so they will send an information to me. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes, please, we can.
All right, okay. So they will send, okay, all right. Thank you. All right, so they will send an information to your email address you used in signing up. That account created, please check your email to confirm your account. So what I'll do is that I'll open my email, this one, jeremiah@wada.org, the one I used in creating the account. So once I go there, you can see it showing that's even the first message, welcome to Project Catalyst. So what I do is I click on it. So for the sake of presentation, I'm not going to read everything here you are seeing. Once you create it, you also have this information there. So at your convenience, you can read it. So what I am interested in now is verify my email. So what do? I click on verify my email. So while it's loading, all right, so once it's done, it will notify me verified email address, then my name appeared. All right, so the email address has been verified.
And now our account has been created. So we'll have to confirm to see whether we can now log into ideascale. So this time around, we wouldn't click on register again because we've signed up already. So the next thing to do is to sign in. That is by clicking on the login button. So I'll click on the login button. All right, so what do? The email address I used in creating the account, that is the same email address I'm going to input. Then the password is the password I created, so I wouldn't mention it though, since it's reserved for me alone. So what you can do is that maybe in case you don't want to be entering your password and the username over and over again, the email address, you can just click on this checkbox to take it that says stay logged in. So anytime you come back, you don't have to enter the password again. But usually, why not? It's good to always key in your password. That is very important for security reasons as well, so that you know that at this particular time you accessed your account. And in case you forgot your password too, you can always use the forgot password option. So once everything has been said, then I click on log in. So once I log in, it will take me to ideascale community landing page. And that is the home page by default. All right, so Ma Ifya already spoke about this. The whole goal of Cardano is to create, fund, and deliver the future of Cardano. So create, fund, deliver. Sure. All right, so the next thing we are going to do is to register as proposal assessors, or formerly called community advisors. So to do that, you navigate to the top right corner of the site of the ideascale platform. You should see the initial of your name in a blue circle. So what do? You click on it. You just click on it once. Click on it once. And the next thing is that it drops down a menu now with a bigger blue circle with the initial of your name on it. Then beside it is your name. So with mine, it's Jeremiah. And this is a link or a button. So what we do is that you click on it, because we are going to make some modifications to the information we have. So you click on it. If you are using a mobile phone too, it's the same process. Once you click on the first blue icon with the initial of your name, then it drops down this menu with the same bigger blue circle with your name beside it. Then you click on it again. Once you click on it, it will open up its content. So what do you do? Okay, so mine by default, because it's a browser, I'm using it using the laptop. It pops up the form for me by default. So here they want me to enter my name. They want me to enter my name in full. So what do? I'll just enter. So you can also do same. Jeremiah Vani. And the username. So the username, you can also pick any username at all you want. So I'll just leave it as Jeremiah B. So that is the username. Then you select a time zone. Time zone, that is, somebody is not muted, so there's a lot of noise. So you select your time zone. So I am in Ghana, Africa. So I will pick one that suits me. So that will be Accra, Africa, Accra. So once I just type Accra, it will filter my time zone for me. So Africa, Accra. So to those of you on this call who are Ghanaians, you can go for this as well. Yes, and maybe any other country, Africa, then you add maybe the country to it, you should get your time zone as well. Okay, so the next thing to do is, so we are now the proposal, Fund 9 proposal assessor registration form. All right, so if you have time, you watch this video. Since this is a demonstration we are doing with limited time, I'm not going to play it, but you can watch it for more info on that. So what I'm interested in now is this drop down or combo box. We can see some small triangular arrow at almost the end of the text field. So what do? I click on it. So, and there's a question that reads, do you want to register as a proposal assessor? Yeah, so if you want to be a proposal assessor in Fund 9, so what you do is I click on yes, please. So you click on yes, please. Then you actually, have you read proposal assessor, that is PA guide? Then that's left on to you to answer. And before you become a proposal assessor, this plays a major role so that you don't do any work and at the end of the day, you are not paid. So you must read the proposal assessor guide to really know what it entails, so you can be able to do a good job as a proposal assessor. And I think you can also join the Telegram channel too from there. So once you follow these links, you can read the proposal assessor guide. You can also join the proposal assessors Telegram page. So here what we do is that there's another drop box. So we pick yes, I wish to assess proposals in Fund 9. So we select the second option, which says yes, I wish to assess proposals in Fund 9. All right, so the next thing that will be required of you is entering of your wallet address, that is native Cardano wallet address. And one of the native mobile wallets is the Yoroi wallet. And that one gives you the Shelley address, which starts with address, that is ADDR. So what I will do is to copy my address and paste it there to complete the registration. So before you have access to the address, it is assumed or believed you should have created your Yoroi wallet already. So if not, I think there will be a session for that. So by the end of the day, what you do is that you log into your Yoroi wallet, then you click on the receive button. So we have send and receive. You click on the receive button, and from there you see a very long alphanumeric text. That is alphabets and numbers. It's a long text. Then my network has become a little bit slow. I hope it opens. Okay, so what I do is that I copy the address, then come and paste. So I paste it inside it for PAs only. So you take note that if you are signing up as a proposal assessor for the first time, then you use the first option for PAs only. So you enter the address there. And once you are done entering the address, so this one will skip it for veteran PAs only. When that time is due, we'll explain that to you as well. So the next thing we will do or look at is, so there's a question here, in future funds, which languages other than English will you be able to access proposals in? Please tell us all languages you can assist with. So if you can you only understand English as a language, which you think that is what you are conversant with and no other foreign language, then you can leave this place blank. But those of you who understand English, you can access proposals in English and can also access in other languages, maybe French, Swahili, Dutch. You can select that from here, and so that provisions will be made for you in subsequent funding rounds. And the final thing to do before you submit your information is to select roles that apply to you. So Catalyst has provided some roles. If you think it applies to you, then you select them. So I will select entrepreneur as one. I will select community manager, teacher. Then there's a last one that's so we have, if you are a developer, you can select developer as well. If you are a marketing professional, if you are a stake pool operator. And there's also the last option that says other, or prefer not to say. Maybe you don't want to disclose what roles you want to play, then you can select that last option. So once this is done, what you do is you submit your details. So once you submit your details, then automatically you are registered as a proposal assessor. So basically, this is how you register to become a proposal assessor. Thank you. I don't know whether I've left something or I have to add something. Yeah, if not, that is the brief process.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeremiah.
Welcome.
That was a very excellent presentation, and thank you for taking us through from start to finish.
All right, thank you too. Yeah.
Okay, so at this moment, if you have any question for Jeremiah, please, you can ask. You can either text, write in the chat, or verbally ask your question.
I would like to ask a question.
Okay, please. Go ahead. Your name, please.
Yes, my name is Kofi Adofo.
Okay.
Yes, where the image has to come, where you have to type in the arrow and those things, they did not show in your presentation, so we couldn't see it. I don't know how.
Arrow, come again.
What I'm asking is that in your presentation, that's the current presentation, where you said a small arrow will point down and you have to click on it so that it will take you to the next stage. I couldn't get that side clearly. Please, have you get my?
Jeremy, did you get the question?
Hello. Sorry, I was muted and talking. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got your question. You were saying how this drop down appeared, right?
Before the drop down, the image that will come for you to click on the drop down.
Okay.
We couldn't see the presentation of that side well.
Okay, so let me get back to the home page, then we take it from there. So once you log in, this is the page you have. I hope you can see this interface. Yes. So now when you want to sign up or register as a proposal assessor, what you do is that you navigate your cursor or move your cursor to the top right corner where you see a blue circle with the initial of your name, maybe the first letter of your name. Yes. So what you do is that you click on it. You just click on it, then it drops down a menu with the same blue circle again with the initial of your name, and this time around with your name beside it.
Okay.
So what you do is that you select that circle again, you just click on it. Then it expands its content for you. So some by default, once you click on it at this point, then it displays the form for you to fill. But if it doesn't, where you can locate it is to scroll down. You see you will see bio. That's your bio data. Then we have profile details. So what we are interested in is the profile details. So you click on the profile details. And with that, if you are not registered, then you wouldn't have this information here. Or if you didn't select yes to the questions that were asked and the address, then you wouldn't see this. So if you want to make changes, what to do is that you click on the pen tool, which stands for edit. So once you select it, then it takes you back to like the first process in creating or in registering as a peer. So you answer the questions satisfactorily, and then you're able to resubmit it. So that is it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You have really answered my question. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, I have another, but it's not related to this presentation. So maybe I'll be the last to ask that question. Maybe it will help my colleagues as well.
All right, okay.
Before we go on with the next question, please, I'll plead with you, everybody. Can you just write in the chat your name and where you are coming from? Because it looks like we have non-Ghanaians also among us, and we need to acknowledge them properly. So if you are here and you can just write in the chat your name and where you are coming from, or just where you are coming from, because your name will appear. We'll be grateful. Next question.
Okay, Madam Ifya, thank you for that clarification. So do you have any question for either Jeremiah or Madam Ifya on both presentations? The first presentation was on Project Catalyst, and then the second one is how to register on ideascale. So if you have anything that's bothering your mind, you don't understand, well, you can ask. Okay, Jacob, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Jacob, your hands is up. If you can unmute yourself and talk.
Sorry, I was trying to type my name.
Okay, that is fine.
Okay, so Bernard asked the question, so I want to answer him.
Okay, can you read it? Because that's why I raised my hand. If you are going to answer him, read the question because so that everybody know what question he asked. Then you can
So
answer.
the question is, do you have to have ADA in your wallet to be a PA? So the answer is no, you don't have to have in your, but it is expected of you that you have to stake your ADA. So at the end of the assessment, so the beginning, you don't have ADA in your wallet. You can do it anyway. But at the end of the day, you have to have ADA in your wallet to do the staking for your rewards to come in your wallet. So if you don't do the staking, you can't get rewards. That's the only thing about it. So you can do the PA without having ADA in your wallet. If you have anything to add, I think you can.
Yeah, I think that is it. You can go ahead and do the PA, but for you to receive your reward, you have to stake your ADA. And last week we went through staking our ADA, how we are supposed to do it. So you have to stake your ADA before your rewards will come into your wallet. So if you have a wallet and there's no ADA, you work and then you will not be paid.
Exactly.
And we showed you how to stake your ADA to the water pool. Please help us to make this a success every week. So stake to the water pool. Thank you.
Please, I want to ask a question, if I'm permitted.
Sure, go ahead, please.
Yes, it has to do with the last week we were told to do the delegation. And as at now, I've not done the delegation. I've not been able to do that. So that is my challenge.
Okay, but please, do you have ADA in your wallet?
Yes, I've done that. And I think I sent, I think Mr. Jema, I sent you a personal mail talking about it. I don't know. And then you sent a link to me. And when I went there, I could not be able to do it. So if
it's very simple. Are you using your wallet?
Yes, I have the Euro wallet, and then with the other on it, what do you call it? Where when the coin is sent to you, you can see it. Everything is there.
Okay. So briefly, Daniel, can you share the slide so that I'll show him? It's just at the bottom of it. So I will show him very quickly.
The last slide, I think.
It's the last slide there. Okay, so on your mobile app, when you see that on the bottom right, there's delegate over there, delegate.
Yes.
When you click on delegate, the second window that appears is search. So you have to search for the pool that you want to stake with, and that's WADA. So when you search for WADA, it will appear.
Yes.
It appears, then you click on the delegate underneath it. So when you delegate, by delegating, you have to put in your spending password. That's the password you used when creating the wallet. So when you key in that password, then you've delegated your ADA.
Okay, I think that is where
the ADA should be more than 5, or it should be exactly 5.
Okay, I didn't key in that password. That is where I got stuck.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So when you key in the password, that's
all right. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, Adi.
Yes, please, with the delegation, given that I was already a community advisor, I've done it some time ago. So this time around with this fund, I have to delegate again before I can receive reward. Or once I'm already a community advisor, it is okay.
Okay, since you delegated before, you don't need to delegate again.
Okay, let me come in. Hadi, I'm not sure you did the delegation. I think it's now binding in this current fund 9. So what you do is that you must have, did you exhaust everything? Did you send everything? Or you still had up to 5 left? Then with that, you can delegate so that you will now be eligible to receive rewards. I think it wasn't a requirement in Fund 8, but now it's a requirement in Fund 9. So you have to have some ADA in your wallet and delegate it as well, so you can receive funds or rewards. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so I think the only thing you have to do is you have to transfer ADA into the wallet. Since you've already delegated, you just have to transfer ADA to the wallet, and that will be it. All right.
Richmond, please, can you come again?
Okay, so I was adding to what Jeremiah was saying. So if you have already delegated before, then what you have to do is you have to send ADA to that particular address, and then the delegation will continue since you have already delegated your ADA.
No, he hasn't delegated yet.
He hasn't delegated before.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then you have to.
Okay. So we want to have this as brief as we can so that we will not exhaust our internet data. We have reward for you as usual. So kindly send your name and your address to this email address. And please, when you're sending the email, the subject, write Catalyst Africa School as a subject. So I just post the email address to the chat, copy it, send us your name. We have the list of everybody who have attended the meeting today, those who came on time, and those who have been on it till the end. So those of you who will receive your rewards accordingly. Madam Ifya, please, do you have something to add?
Yeah, somebody was saying that if he delegates his ADA, what time does it elapse for him to spend it? When you delegate your ADA, you can spend it at any time. You can take all your money and spend. But any time you want to get rewards from anything, you have to make sure that you have a little ADA. So you can spend your ADA at any time. If I was you, I would always spend, if I need to spend, just leave 5 ADA, which is always delegated. The delegation works in this way. It's like you've given your money to invest in Susu, but or like let's say, yeah, investment. But anytime you want your money, you can just take it. But when you delegate, you get interest, you get reward. The reward is the interest. You get interest on whatever money you are delegating. But when you are ready, anytime you want to spend your money, you can spend your money with your rewards and your money that is delegated. It's not like your money is locked up. No, your money is not locked up. Your ADA, your currency is not locked up. It's just, you are just supporting a cause. It's the interest that the people are going to use to do whatever they are doing. They don't spend your money anytime, any day. You can take out your money. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, you are clear, Madam Ifya.
And somebody is also saying that last week there is rewards income. Yes, we are having issues with the, I think, connectivity issues with the UI wallet. So those who didn't get yes last week, it will come with this week. Don't worry. Next week, we are going to start education on blockchain. The actual what we are going to try to explain to you guys what blockchain is. A lot of people are dealing with blockchain, but they don't really understand what blockchain is. Next week, please book a date with us and you will be regret it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming for today's meeting. Somebody's asking for the subject. Catalyst. I'm typing it over there. Catalyst Africa School. Sorry. Catalyst. Okay. So let this be the subject. Catalyst Africa School, and then send your name and then your address to it. So those of you who have registered to be proposal assessors, please do a good job. Whatever rating that you're supposed to give the proposals, let it be genuine. Read the proposal assessment guide, understand the proposal that you are going to assess. Don't do it because of the reward, but do it because the project actually is an impactful one. The project is innovative. The project is come to change lives or communities. So read about it and then give a genuine and fair comment assessment, so that the best project that have to win will win. And then by doing so, by doing a good work, you will also be rewarded for doing a good work. So assessing the project proposal is not the end. Veteran community assessors will also assess your assessment. So just bear in mind that whatever that you are doing, someone else is come to assess yours too as well. So do a good work, give the correct rating, and let the community and the ecosystem grow. So see you next week. Tuesday.
My last reaction. There's another question in the chat, but please, this is the last. Don't put any question again, and then communicate on the platform. I believe we are all on the platform. If you're not on the platform, we'll see to it that we put you on the platform. The last question, the reason why I want to answer it again is coming from our friend from South Africa. He's asking whether when you are funded and the ADA falls, what do you do? So it's always advisable that if your project wins funding, the funding is divided into the number of months you said we're going to execute to the project. So the moment you get your funding is given out the second Monday of every month. The moment you get your funding, you quickly change it to a stable coin. And as I said, we are going to learn all this in our series of classes we are going to do, what a stable coin is and all those things. So the moment you get your funding, you have to change it to a stable coin so that you don't come back to Catalyst to say the ADA foil, so I couldn't execute my project. It's no excuse. Thank you for attending today's school, and then we hope to see you next week. Thank you all.
Thank you for the clarification, Madam Ifya. So that is it. Whenever you're writing your budget, make sure you give correct budget. Make sure your budget will not going to affect you when the ADA falls. So always put some extensions to it. And then the moment you get your ADA, like Madam Ifya said, you have to change it to a stable coin, USDT, so that it will not affect your project. Because the impact of a project is what is needed. And at the end of every month, you have to write a report. You can't write a report saying that because the header went below the bed, so we couldn't implement. No. Yes. Yes. So please, but at this moment, I will entreat all of you to just go to the idea scale, read on people's proposals so that you get an idea. Don't rush to submit proposal at this moment. Read, assess, understand it, and look at the issues that people are solving before you put a proposal there. You need to get an idea of how it is. And by reading others' proposal, you get a lot of knowledge on how you can also write your own proposal to impact your community. So look at the issues going on in your community, in your schools, your universities, your city, your town, and try and see if you can invent something to solve those issues. Okay, so thank you very much for coming to today's meeting. See you again next week. And if you have any question, you can send to the chat. Our WhatsApp group.
Your number in the group, we'll add you to the group. put your number on the chat.
Yeah, if you're not on the chat, thank you. If you're not on the in the group, when you're sending the email, add your number to it because this place is public. So when you're sending the email, add your telephone number to it. If you're not on, please don't send your telephone number here. Send it to the email that I shared with you, and we'll add you to the group. So I say au revoir, good night. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.